What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and you hear the bell because that means we're in a market watch. So today's Wednesday market watch. We have so many buyouts left and right just from Bt-11's reveals. So let's dive into the video and talk about it. So guys, if you were holding out on Black War Greymon alternate arts, a little too late there, boys and girls. The card has spiked repetitively high. This card is sitting in the $60 range and probably will take a while for it to cool down. I don't see this card actually dropping below 48 for a bit. So if this card is at 48, this is more or less what I recorded in a few days ago, just because of how market watches are done. We're looking at 28 euros, about $28, and not a many sellers. If you want to get this at a fair price, maybe hit up Joker Slayer. Maybe he might be able to mill all four of these at once at $35 a piece, and that would make it worth it, while shipping costs might add in a little bit of extra $12. So that might verify. So go to Card Market, see if you can message him directly. Who knows? Might be able to get a good deal out of the trade. So, and then we do have Black War Greymon also climbing again, slowly being bought out left and right. We are at 2 quantities on market, and that's to be expected. We're hitting almost the $20 range very easily. I would not be surprised if this hits about 15 very soon. Europe side, about 12 euros. Not terrible. Metal Greymon from the pre-release cards. This is technically the highest rarity Metal Greymon unless we see a reprint. And I might think there might be an alternate art coming for this in Bt-11, so I won't guarantee to endorse buying this card right away unless you already have it. You've already been a Black War Greymon fan, so I don't want to endorse a card that might break the piggy bank. But we're looking at $13, 0 seller sales. Okay, I'm gonna classify this card as bought out at this point. Would not trust anybody like that. Looking at $3 on the Europe side. I would love that. Maybe if you could find... Ooh, Joker Slayer has it for $8. I wouldn't say that's worth it, but that's on you. Xvmon alternate arts are on the climb as well. People started buying this out, and it's almost on buyout status. We only have a few copies left on market before this becomes like 0 copies to have on market. Looking at 17 euros. Not terrible. I think $17 is not terrible for the card's price. Metal Greymon Ulterius mode is slowly winding down. The card is great, but now people are just slowly moving on to being ready for Bt-11. A lot of the Bt-11 stuff, they want to retrieve before they get to it. I think Metal Ulterius mode is a valuable card, still going forwards, but we'll have to see where this thing lands. It's very solid, so I don't know where the end result will be. 13 euros. Not terrible. Let's go. Xvmon from the Ultimate Cup from April. This card was like $250. It is now reaching into the $100 range. This card will not be surprised if this reaches 75 bucks, and I think that would be like optimal for you guys to pick it up. The deck is still viable. It'll be still viable in the future. The deck will still do what it wants, just people aren't always a fan of the Imperial Drum line. So just be ready for that. Looking at about $59. Yeah, like I said, I would say it'll be around that price eventually. Let's look at War Greymon from the Judgment Pack. If you want to classify the Judge promo as the highest rarity, then I think you should pick this up. $25 for this card is not a bad trade-off. I mean, it doesn't see much play, but who knows what the future might hold. I mean, being able to Digivolve into the right color, depending on circumstances and bridging the gap, you never know what the deck will end up being like. This card is very powerful at the end of the day. Still being able to multi-attack for 2 checks can really be really ridiculous. And this is like 30 euros, 30 bucks on their side. X Antibody, man, the buyout was strong on this one. We were cleared out of it pretty easily. We're at $43.50, and that's just going to keep going up. There's just no reason not to have this card. And I think this was also preemptively bought for the fact of Black War Greymon. This was because it's such a requirement card this time around, just so that you get the protection skills. I think that's where this one really skyrocketed for. I'm looking at 15 euros. Not terrible. Mako. Mako's another card you should keep on your radar here. The reason why I'm saying this is when Mastamon drops new support for it, especially depending on what coloration it is, if both the Xvmon and the Lady Deva are yellow purples, I wouldn't be surprised if they become mandatory Mako support. So it might be good to get some Makos in advance. I know it's quite expensive, but she's just a good card in general. I know she's hyped because of the Xvmon X deck, but that's just about it. Looking at 11 euros. Not terrible. Vilemon is looking at coming down a little bit, but the problem is, I'm going to be quite honest with you, there is not enough copies. So once Core 16 goes, this really just opens the flood. We're looking at $30, almost $50 very easily. So if that goes, that will bring this card to expensive prices. We're looking at 13 euros, $13. Not terrible. Agumon, 20 bucks. This card is going to hold that line. I don't see this card ever dipping. And it's just that powerful. And we're looking at 5 euros. I wish we were that low. Probably Memory Boost is one of those cards that, I'm going to be quite honest with you, I don't know how Dark Knightmon's going to handle. Once EX3 hit, for some reason, Dark Knightmon just vanished from competitive play. I don't know why that happened. If anybody can explain that to me, that is from the Japanese side or no. I don't know why Dark Knightmon just up and vanished. We're looking at 16 euros. Looking at 15 euros. $15, 16, yeah. Xvmon from the Championship Online Regional, the online participation. This card is actually on the climb. It was kind of on the low end for like $13, $12, and then people started buying it a little bit more. But we're looking at $20 very easily. And people are moving it around that range. Not terrible. About 12 euros, not bad. Guillemon from the store participation, looking at 13. I don't see this card holding much value because of so many different ones, and the other max rarity version from the Tamer set looks just a lot better. Well, sorry, the not Tamer set, but yeah, Tamer Volume 2 or whatever it was, that big box set, looking like $8. Not terrible. Okuamon. I warned you guys. I told you guys don't go too hype on this. And it's coming down into the $13 range very easily. If you guys are planning on playing the deck, it's still viable. You just have to work with it. You got to need it. You got to apply pressure. Stuff like that is going to be very important. So it's just need to find the way the deck is going to bend and weave with you. 13, about 14 bucks. Not terrible, actually. Okuamon is about 10 euros. Actually, I'll just say 12. $12 on Europe side. So we're kind of close to each other, and I can live with that. Himikawa, this card is basically for your Black War Greymon support. This card is just borderline 17. It saw a massive buyout over the weekend, and I'm not surprised there. We're looking at 3 euros. Would wish for be able to get this over here. Dark Tramon is $14. Not terrible. This is from the promo winning X record, so I think it's foiled. If it's not foiled, I'm incorrect, but it's pretty cool just to see Dark Tyrannomon get a foiling, and the art is actually pretty awesome looking. 5 euros. Not bad. Toy Agumon is for the Dark Knightmon stands. To be honest with you, I love it. So make sure you get your copies. This could be a problem chase card, especially since, if I remember correctly, Toy Agu is played out a full playset in that list. So make sure you get it. About 4 euros. I ain't hating it. Mega Dramon is still on the up climb. It kind of got a buyout, and it's just not going to recover anytime soon. This is Machine Dramon support. This is probably people are going to try to test it with Black War Greymon to go against Crossheart when we get closer. So I don't see this card dipping anytime soon. So just keep that on the back burner. About €2. Really wish I could grab those. Palmon, about $7. Remember when Palmon was like $20 a pop? I did. I wish I sold more of the copies, but hey, we worked with what we got, and this wasn't a bad turnaround. Looking at €3, $3. I could expect Palmon to get there. Skull Knight Cavalier mode is on buyout status. We are almost pushing to that 15 mark very easily. There's only a couple listings that are in the $10 range, and then we just boomed to 15 to buyout status. So if somebody wants to buy that out, might be a good investment to buy those out and then wait for what Dark Knightmon does, and we'll see where that goes. About €6. Not incredibly bad. Tai Kamiya is something you should be watching out for, especially because all Force Digimon X Antibody should be in Bt-11, and we should be seeing this soon. If not, it should have been released by now, and this card probably is going to be bought out the moment that drops, and so will be Rena, but just keep that on the back burner. There are 5. I would definitely say about 2 pages will disappear the moment X Antibody is revealed for All Force. About $1, €1, not bad. Hercules Kabuterimon is seeing slight buying out status. It's being bought. The reason for that is the Hercules Kabuterimon X Antibody got revealed, and it's actually pretty decent to run with this card. So it's not a bad trade-off. So because the reason for that is your turn when one of your Digimon, Insectoid or Ancient, in its trait deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you may unsuspend this Digimon. So what'll happen is you swing into their Digimon, restand, and then Digivolve into the X on the next swing. So not a terrible trade-off there. And we're looking at €5, $5. Hercules from Event Pack 2 is decent, actually. This is from the starter deck, and it's a very powerful card. People will probably start buying this the more support they see, or if the deck does actually really well in Japan. We'll have to see. We're looking at $1, €1, $1. Not bad. Dead or Alive is another card I always recommend from time to time, and the reason for that is you want to have cards that, especially if they're Nusamon support, we know that we have future coming. If you don't get these cards, it's going to spike and get out of hand quickly, especially if you can play a big mega level Digimon or a level 7, final Armageddon form or whatever it is, Lusamon's final form, and boom, it comes in and it's really powerful. Dead or Alive might be able to reduce its play costs ridiculously. Looking at $1, €1, not bad. Garurumon is on the up climb still, but it's been stabilizing around 14. Actually, not terribly too expensive. 14 per copy is not bad. And I know that 14 is above budget players' retrospect, but if you slowly buy it, I'm going to be quite honest with you, it's not going to cost your piggy bank everything. If you buy one each paycheck, stuff like that, it does add up. You get 2 copies, maybe spend $20 and boom, there's 2 copies coming your way. That's a way of going about it. Looking at €5, not bad. Where Gurumon's about $10, actually 15. So it's 15. I don't like people like this. They're very terrible people. Can we not have listings like that where it's like, oh yeah, 10. Okay, it's gone. It's $14. Okay, lowest listing's 14. Not terrible. About €7. And then we have Hercules Kabuterimon promotional card. Keep an eye out on this, because when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. That might help out. This might be a support card that we didn't know of yet. We got to pay attention to those lists once Bt-11 drops, what they're playing. €10, not terrible. Duro Greymon. Oh, how the mighty has fallen. Just kidding, that's damage. We're at $7 for this card. People are afraid of the restrictions and stuff like that coming, so I understand. About €4, $4. Xvmon X Antibody is still on the up climb because people are starting to test this deck, actually consistently seeing results. The deck is quite solid, very powerful. Depending on the matchups and right calls, you could definitely win very easily. No listings in Europe, by the way. Completely bought out. Xvmon is the promotional pre-release stamp here. This means it's the high rarity. In most cases, we're looking at $18. Not bad. Looking at €7. I ain't hating it. And then here's an always warning. Make sure you pick up your memory boosts. They are a little harder to get. I know the rest are kind of like in the $11, $12 range. We're at $7, $8. Not a bad trade-off, but you know, you can also get the other ones that aren't full arts. But I kind of like eating pancakes. Don't you like pancakes? So that's just kind of the trade-off here. So guys, what did you think on this market watch? Did you enjoy it? Remember, hit that smash the subscribe button. Smash that like button. It helps the channel. We're close to the 3,000 mark. Let's get there. And I have some nice goodies to give away in my tin. So hopefully, guys, enjoy. And I'll catch you next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and peace.